I'm Hannah Weiss, the Education Manager at the Science Museum of Western Virginia, and this is your Moment of STEM. And this week, we're going to talk about the fall foliage. So Virginia, or at least the area of Virginia that the Science Museum is in, has been really gorgeous this last week. Our fall colors have kind of sprung incredibly boldly. They are crazy intense. Of course, some of that's because we got really lucky. There are a couple of things that can happen that can really make those colors, well, kind of pop. And we had a lot of them happen. For example, if a summer is really hot and dry, a lot of times that can cause the leaves to fall off the trees, meaning you don't get as bright of a fall. But our summer here was pretty wet, and that has meant that our trees have tons of leaves on them. On top of that, really overcast days, and sometimes even really overcast and rainy days, can make fall colors really bright. And we've had a lot of them this fall. Another thing that can really make fall colors intense is when you have chilly but not freezing days and nights. And that's kind of been what our fall has been. All of these things together have made our fall incredibly bright. But also got me wondering, what even causes these colors? Well, to understand that, we really have to understand, well, why leaves are green. So leaves are green, like these leaves over here. They're green because of chlorophyll, which is a pigment or a color inside these leaves. That can be used for photosynthesis, the way plants make their food. But in the fall, chlorophyll starts to die out, and we start to see other colors. Now, some of those colors, like xanthophylls and carotenes, or yellows and oranges, are always in those leaves. There are other photosynthetic pigments, other colors that can be used for photosynthesis. But chlorophyll is so much brighter that we don't see them until the chlorophyll starts to die. And as fall happens and the chlorophyll fades, we start to see those oranges and yellows. But there's another color that's really kind of all over the place during fall, reds. And that's caused by another pigment, anthocyanin. But anthocyanin is a pigment that's made during the fall, which is really kind of strange because it takes energy to make that pigment. So why are leaves, when they're starting to die, spending this energy to make another color? That's where it gets kind of really cool. See, chlorophyll, it takes a lot of nitrogen, and it breaks down in light. So as the chlorophyll starts to fade, these leaves are wanting to kind of take back as much of that nitrogen as they can. But sunlight will break it down. Anthocyanin, though, can act as kind of a natural sunscreen. It can block some of the sun from the chlorophyll, letting the leaves take back in as much of that nitrogen. So anthocyanin can be really helpful because it means that plants can take back some of that nitrogen that they've spent. Anthocyanin also can act as an antioxidant, which is really important in slowing aging, meaning there might be more time for plants to take back some of that nitrogen that they might lose. So it could make sense for a plant to make this anthocyanin as a way to reclaim some nutrients that they might not otherwise get. Fall colors are crazy bright and really wonderful and cool. And there's a lot of really neat science that goes into them and is behind them. And if you'd like to learn more about the pigments and colors that we talked about today, or how they affect fall leaves, you can check out any of the links below. Otherwise, I'm Hannah Weiss from the Science Museum of Western Virginia. And check out the next clip for a cool hike through a fall forest.